Alright everyone, so here it is, the E250 station wagon. This is the W212 or S212 chassis. So this was made from 2009 till 2016 by Mercedes. This is the pre-facelift. I actually quite like the pre-facelift look and feel. Initially I didn't quite like it, but I'm kind of growing on it. Not just because it's my car, but also, you know, just growing on me in terms of looks in general. One thing I didn't really like was the double headlight design. I understand why they did it. It's because the previous E-classes also had the double headlights. It does look a little bit nicer in this generation, a little bit more modern, but I kind of wish that they actually just integrated the headlights together at this point. But hey, it's not something I really should complain about. It's a very, very small complaint. In terms of the other things that I really like having the Mercedes badge at the top there, the Mercedes logo, instead of having the big ugly ones that they do nowadays, you know, the ones that stick out in front of the whole grille. I really like the fact that this car has the AMG body kit. You can see all the way around, so there's a lip, and then there's a side skirt, and then there's actually a little trim piece on the rear bumper as well. That definitely adds a little bit more to the car, so it doesn't look like just your grandpa's station wagon. Alright, so we're going to be focusing on the engine bay area today in terms of our maintenance, and the very first item is to change the air filter. Really simple, really easy to do, but hey, a lot of people still don't know how to do that, so we're going to start with the basics, start simple, start easy, and go from there. So here's my new air filter, and I will simply undo this hose clamp. So this is the turbo air intake. So we just loosen that hose clamp. Yep, that should be enough. Oops, let's not drop the new air filter into the engine. And then we just pop this hose off. Okay, maybe pop this one off first. Okay, might need two hands for this. Alright, yeah, so we've popped this big intake hose off, and also popped the side hose off just to make it a little bit easier to move around, and then we've taken it off the air intake. So next we have T25, well, that's a bit loose, maybe T27 screws. So we're going to take all those off, and then down under here should be the air filter. So we'll take all those off and then we'll have a look inside. Right, it seems pretty loose. Yep, I think we'll take off the engine cover as well. Just give us a little bit more space. It just pops off. There's 4 contact points there, and it just pops off. Pretty simple. Right, and there's the engine cover off, so you can see a lot more. And also that gives us enough room to wiggle the air filter out. Oh, look at that. Yes, looking rather second-hand, the air filter, unsurprisingly. Yeah, so we'll be obviously replacing that. Okay, I'm going to grab that and let's compare with the new one. Alright, so let's have a look at the new one versus the old one. Oh, the old one. Yes, very old, unfortunately. It looks very dry and dusty and dirty. So probably well past its use by date. I'm not actually sure. Made in Germany. Yeah, at least it's a man filter, I suppose. Is that a date stamp? I don't know. I'm not sure which one is the date there. I'm hoping it's not 2010. That would mean that it's older than the car. So perhaps it's 2022. Either way, a couple of years old, so time to replace. And the new one is here. A little bit worrying that the seal is actually much larger, so the actual air, the bit that passes the air through is quite a bit smaller. I don't think it really matters though. I think in the end I'll probably end up just replacing this with a K&N anyway. But for now I've just got this paper filter while I'm trying to figure out what else to do with the car and what other parts I need to order. It was very cheap, so I'm not too worried about it for now. Alright, well we'll chuck that into the air filter housing and just tighten everything back up and we should be good to go. Alright, putting it back in is pretty straightforward. You just have to press it in. There's a little gap with the filter housing. You just got to make sure everything's lined up, and then we simply tighten up these screws again. So yeah, it's all pretty straightforward, honestly, to change these things. There we go. That's one. That's two. Nice. Just make sure it's nice and snug. You don't want to do it too tight because it's all just plastic, so don't try and overdo it. And the last one. And you're done. And you've got to obviously put the hose back on. And you're done. Alright everyone, so that was pretty straightforward. That was changing the air filter on the M271 Evo 1.8 turbocharged Mercedes engine. This engine comes in a range of different models, from the C-Class to the E-Class, maybe a few other cars, but yeah, this is kind of the main range of Mercedes anyway. So yeah, give it a go. It's pretty simple. You don't need to take it to a garage. You can just do it in your own driveway or in your own garage. Yeah, the car should perform a little better, breathe a little bit better, and possibly have some better fuel economy, maybe. So yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward to do, and I can definitely recommend it. Catch you in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed the new Mercedes.